Hi everyone, it's Jeff from Transient Specialists. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be spending some time on the EMC Partner IMU4000. We'll start by going over a little bit about the test system. Then we'll go ahead and move to the connections in the front and the back. And then finally, we'll spend some time modifying testing criteria from the front panel display. The IMU4000 test system can be configured for capabilities for surge, EFT, DIPS, common mode tests, as well as ESD. The model we're looking at for today's video is configured for EFT to 4.4 kV, combination wave surge to 4.1 kV, as well as capabilities for DIPS. This system also has a single-phase built-in CDN capable of handling up to 280 volts AC, 300 volts DC, up to 16 amps. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the data sheet briefly at the different configurations. Now we're taking a look at page 8 of the data sheet where we have the technical specifications. Taking a look at the top, we have our control features for our IMU4000, and then below that, information on the coupling decoupling network. All the way at the bottom, you can see we have the different coupling configurations available for both EFT as well as combination wave surge. As we scroll down to the next page, we have information on electrical fast transients as well as surge at the bottom, and then on the next page we have voltage dips and then our common mode tests. On page 11 we have the IMU4000 selection guide, which breaks out the different extensions. This is a great quick reference indicating which extensions are required to complete a test requirement. These should be referenced very carefully prior to renting or ordering to ensure the unit is configured to meet the necessary test requirements. Let's go ahead now and let's take a look at the front of the system. Now we're taking a look at the front of the IMU4000. Let's go ahead and let's start from the left and work our way right. In the lower left hand corner we have the power button, USB port, and next to that are measurement outputs for both surge and EFT. Just to the right of that we have the trigger output. Directly above these we have the touchscreen monitor, and to the right of that the run and stop buttons, and below that the rotary knob. As we look on the right side of the front we have the power indicators, and below that the coupling path LEDs, which indicate which path is receiving the disturbance. Below that are power banana plug connections for the coupling decoupling network. We include an adapter that takes our power banana plugs and then adapts them to a universal outlet with the rental of the IMU4000. Taking a look in the upper right corner we have the aux connection, and next to that the EFT output. This is typically connected to a capacitive coupling clamp. Finally, in the lower right corner we have the surge direct output. Let's go ahead now, let's get the unit turned around and take a look at the back of the system. Now we're taking a look at the back of the IMU4000. Starting on the left we have the power supply input for the IMU as well as the power switch. As we continue right towards the top we have the external variac control connection, and then just to the right of that the auxiliary connection, which is capped off for our unit today. Next to that in black we have the fuses, and below that 3 power line connections for the equipment under test. In the middle in green we have the internal variac connection, and on the right the power 2 inputs. Finally, all the way on the right we have the control connections. For additional information on these connections, as well as more detailed information, go ahead and reference the user manual, which begins on page 37 with the front of the unit. Let's go ahead now, let's get the unit powered up and take a look at the display. Here's the starting menu on the front panel display of the IMU4000. We have a series of boxes on the home screen which reflect different testing capabilities based on the installed extensions. Capabilities that don't have corresponding extensions installed are grayed out and cannot be run. We currently have combination wave surge selected. If we look just to the left, we have an icon for common mode short, which is grayed out. If we select that box, you can see we have an overview of the test, but it cannot be run. As we discussed earlier, we have this unit configured for surge, EFT, and DIPS testing. If we go ahead and click that first green box for combination wave surge, and then hit it one more time, it will take us to the combination wave surge test menu. Now we're taking a look at the combination wave surge menu. Along the bottom, we have different tabs for level, time, sync, coupling, and all the way on the right, measurement. We're currently on the level tab with the associated criteria shown on the left. If we go ahead now, we want to change the level to 2000 volts. We can select the level at the top and then enter our value of 2000 and then select OK. And now you'll see that 2000 volt test level indicated on the left. Let's go ahead now and take a look at time. Time is where you can adjust the number of pulses, repetition, and trigger mode. Next to that, we have sync. If we want the surge waveforms at specific degrees on our sine wave, as indicated by IEC 61000-4-5, we can change that on this menu. If we want to change the coupling configuration, we can go ahead and do that on our coupling menu. Let's go ahead and let's change our coupling from L1 to PE to L1 to N. To do that, select coupling and then select L1 to N, and now you'll see that reflected on the left. That should wrap up our combination wave surge menu. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at EFT. Now we're taking a look at the EFT menu, and as you can see, it looks very similar to the menu set up for surge, with tabs along the bottom for level, time, sync, and then all the way on the right, coupling. We have the different criteria along the left, and then a graphic representation on the right. If we click the timing tab now, we have the different criteria along the left for test time, burst duration, as well as other criteria. If we toggle between the different criteria, you will see our graphic representation change to reflect that criteria. Right now we're on test time. If we click burst repetition, you'll see that change on the right. And let's go ahead and let's hit spike frequency, and now you'll see that shown in our graphic representation. EFT for data line testing is commonly done with a capacitive coupling clamp. To do this, we'll need to have our EFT pulses come from the direct output, not through our coupling decoupling network. Let's go ahead and let's do that quickly. Let's start by selecting coupling. And as you can see right now, we have coupling device as internal CDN. Go ahead and select that, and then select direct out. Now you'll see on the left, we have our coupling device indicated as direct out. Alright, that should complete the video today on the IMU4000. We began by going over a little bit about the unit, then we moved to the connections in the front and the back, and finally we spent some time on the front panel display changing different testing criteria. We hope this video has been useful, and please keep us in mind if you ever need to rent the EMC Partner IMU4000.